downtown Davis, California, where I live, son. Conquering that 10-minute walk. Simple, easy, effective, and repeatable. Find shit that's repeatable for you. Peeps, I want to let you all in on a secret. I, Mark Smelly Bell, am a motherfucking nuclear power plant. I have enough energy to supply all the people around me. Enough energy and enough resources to where other people can plug into me and they can get whatever it is they need. Motivation, money, inspiration, wisdom. It's something that I have built up over the years. This is why I'm sharing these messages all the time about do more, be more. The more that you do, the more that you can handle. And the more that you can handle, the more you can help other people. And the more that you can help other people, the more you can help yourself. There's always that analogy about, you putting your mask on, your oxygen mask, when you're on a flight. You put that on first so you can help out your child or help out whoever's next to you. Because if you don't help yourself, then you can't help other people. And I like to do stuff for myself each and every day. It's kind of the way I start out my day. But it's not so that I can help myself to help other people. It's just because of my freaking schedule. It's just because my kids and other people aren't awake right now. People are still in bed. If my kids were up, I'd help them first. But when you learn to start to put other people in front of you, then you understand how powerful that is. And it's not even anything that you have to do. You won't be able to put yourself first. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You'll get to a point where you won't be able to put yourself first. Because the feeling of helping other people feels too good. It feels too good. It fills you up. It makes you strong. It makes you powerful. That's how I became the people's coach. You help people and help people. I get pulled in so many different directions every single day. And that's why I just said in the beginning of this that I feel like a nuclear power plant. I get enough power to supply cities, not just a couple of people. Sometimes that doesn't feel great to have that much output. But you know what? That's my responsibility. That's the obligation that I took on. That's something I decided upon. And that's what I do. I help other people. The messages that I'm getting from, I should turn the other way. Messages I'm getting for Live Through It have been so compelling and so gut-wrenching. And, it doesn't matter in this scenario if somebody's just saying, you know what, I just needed to make a change and I was not happy with my body. And I decided to step foot inside of a gym and put my defenses down. Or if someone like Simon, who I got on the phone with the other day, lost his brother 5 days ago. Because in the end, a lot of these things are similar. I recognize, somebody getting in the gym because they need to lose some weight and feel better about their body is way different than somebody getting in the gym to keep their peace of mind because they had a tragedy. However, in both instances, there's suffering going on. And yes, there's some degrees to it. But in both cases, both people made a decision. And they said, you know what? This is in my best interest. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my ass into the gym. And what I'm so excited and so fired up about all the time is the fact that each and every person on this planet has the opportunity to be better than you were yesterday. You can do better, and you know that you can. I can do better. Everyone can do better. Everyone can be kinder. Everyone can work on being smarter. Everyone can work on being stronger. Everyone can work on being more fit. Everyone can work on being in better shape. There's so much shit to work on every single day. It might sometimes seem overwhelming. But you know what? It's easy to be better than you were yesterday. It's easy to beat other people. And if you're not working on beating other people, guess what? People are beating you. People are creeping up on you right now. People are creeping. It's a competitive world out there. This world will chew you up and spit you out, and it won't even care. No one cares about your problems. No one cares that your brother died. No one cares that your mom's an alcoholic. No one cares that you're going through a divorce. No one cares. They don't fucking care. No one cared when I was going through shit in school, except for my parents. You know, all of us probably have someone that will care. But in general, people don't care. And if they do care, how long are they going to care for? They don't care for a couple of minutes. If someone came up to me on the street and they said, hey man, I was lifting the other day and was trying to lift through it and I tore my ACL. How long would I care about it for? I'd say, hey man, that's a fucking bummer. Here's a pair of strong knee sleeves, right? And it's like, how long are we gonna sit here and complain about this shit? How long are we gonna sit here and wallow in our own suffering? Why don't we go do something about it? Why don't we go and figure out a way to work through and around this shit? That's exactly where the slingshot invention came from. I thought to myself, how do I work through and around injuries? Whammo, made the slingshot because I don't want to sit around and cry about it. I don't want to sit around and cry about the amount of times that I tore my pec or the amount of times I torn a bicep or tore this or tore that. I want to do something about it. I have never in my life met one person that doesn't possess the ability to get better. I have never in my life met one person that doesn't possess the ability to have more muscle mass. I never in my life have met one person that doesn't possess the ability to get stronger. You could be stronger mentally and physically. You can work on it every single day. Willpower is something that you can build up. Sometimes I don't think people understand that. You can build up your willpower. You can build up your intelligence. You could be fucking stupid. You could be really dumb. You could be really dumb. You could also be really mean. And you can work on being a nicer person today. You could start doing that right now. You have the ability to make these changes. You have the ability to make changes and impacts on other people. You have the ability to be that person that other people want to plug into. You have the ability to generate enough power and enough force to where your entire family can lean on you, rely on you. Your friends can lean on you and rely on you when they need motivation, when they need a kick in the pants, when they need the truth. You can be that person. We all possess the ability to be better than we were yesterday. We all possess the ability to get through things. Things will pass. Hard times will pass. And hard times are coming and harder times are coming. But things will pass on. They will be less painful than they were yesterday. They will be less painful each and every day. You're still here today. You're still hanging on today because of all the results of all the yesterdays. You're still fucking here. You still have a purpose. You still matter. You still mean something to somebody. For those of you that are a brother or a sister or a mom or a dad or a husband or a wife or a grandpa or a grandma, hopefully we all fall into some sort of category like that, right? You still matter to people around you. You still mean something to the people around you. Even if you don't have family, it could just be friends. You still matter. And something that's important to understand is that social media icons, celebrities, all of these different people, they don't matter any more to their wives than I do to my wife. And same thing with you. It doesn't matter what your social status is. It doesn't matter what your income is. It doesn't matter what you've done or what you haven't done. You could be a drug addict. You can be someone that can't get out of their own way for years and years and years and years. And you're still going to matter a lot to people. Because that's just the way life be. That's just the way life is. I've explained to my boy Andrew Zaragoza, my homie, the one who's our podcast engineer. I've explained to him, I don't matter anymore to my wife Andy than you do to your significant other, than Andrew is to Stephanie. Does that make sense? Are we on page 43? If something happens to you, it's still going to be devastating to a lot of people. And people, I know I said earlier that people don't care, right? They care when you're doing good. They don't care when you have shit to bitch about. The people that are in your life that do care about you, they will care when you start to turn the corner and you start to make a difference in this world. And when you start to leave a footprint behind that other people can follow, they will care. They will care more and more and more and more. It will matter to them more because they're going to be so excited and so proud that you finally turn the corner. They've been waiting. People have been waiting. Let's stop waiting and let's figure out a way to start doing. Let's figure out a way to put one foot in front of the other. Let's figure out a way to make an impact. Got to figure out a way to do it. You know that you can do it. I'm out here hustling on these 10-minute walks every single day. Find something easy. Find something repeatable. Find something that you can do. What's something that's easy? It's something that you know that you can do. What's something that's repeatable? It's something that you know you can do on a daily basis. I'm not out here doing 100 burpees every day. I'm doing 10-minute walks. Could I do 10 burpees 10 times a day? Maybe. But for how many days? 2? 1 day? And then stop for a few, right? Oh, I'm kind of sore. Don't allow excuses to come into your life. One way to boot excuses out of your life is to not be fatigued. Fatigue makes cowards of us all. If you do things that are so simple and are so easy and so repeatable that they're a fucking joke, you won't be tired. Everything will feel simple to you. Everything will feel easy enough to you. And it won't be difficult. There won't be anything hard about it. Are we on page 43? Train through it. What's the shit that's bothering you right now? You can train through it. Anxiety. Train through it. Depression. Train through it. Disease. Train through it. Divorce. Train through it. A breakup. Train through it. Death. Train through it. cancer. Fucking train through it. Like, be a fucking freight train right through it. Train yourself through it. You're not just training your body, you're training your mind, body, and spirit to be able to push, to be able to pull, to figure out ways of being unstoppable. I know y'all can do it. It's just a matter of stringing together some good days. This is something that's helped me, and this is something that may help you. All life is really about is having more. Well, there's a lot more to life than just this. But this is a secret that can help with happiness. String together more good days than bad. There's 7 days in a week. So if my math serves me right, we got to have 4 good days every week. And you have to make the days good. The days aren't just going to be good. You have to figure out ways. You have to position yourself. Look, in baseball, right? A slugger gets up to bat. He can really knock the ball. What do they say? Back up. Everyone's prepared to be in the right spot. They do it all the time in sports, but people don't do it in their own life. Get yourself set up in the right spot. Get yourself set up in the right position. Anticipate shit. That garbage truck can't slow down the people's coach. I don't care how loud it gets. Do you understand what I'm saying? Position yourself. Get yourself in a good position to where you're anticipating what's going to happen next. You're able to be in a good enough position so you can go and exercise. You're able to be in good enough position so you can get somewhere on time. You're able to position yourself to where you can get somewhere 15 minutes early so you can go on a 10-minute walk and still be 5 minutes early. You're in position each and every day to do all the shit that you need to do some of the shit that you want to do, and it's your job each and every day to make sure you get the most from each and every single day that you're here on this fucking planet. Get shit from your day. Don't just get through your day. Get shit from your day and don't just get through your day. How do we get stuff from each day? You get stuff from each day by trying to figure out a way to get better. And it doesn't mean that you just add shit to your plate all the time. It could mean that you subtract some shit from your plate at times. Because getting rid of stuff is going to be just as important sometimes as adding stuff. Because sometimes it's about time management. Sometimes it's about how to put all this shit together. I'm fired up. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'm working on some new shit. I really am. I'm working on some new shit. And I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna do it. No more talking. Don't talk about shit. Be about shit. Don't talk about shit. Get shit done. Get things done. Be a few steps ahead. You know, a great way to be ahead in this world is to find shit that you really love to do. Because then you don't even have to think about it. You don't have to force it. Who is listening right now that's stuck? Who is listening right now that hasn't been able to string together some consistency on a bunch of things that they've been trying to do? Consistency is a lot different looking than people think. Consistency is a lot different looking than people think. String together more good days than bad. When you're thinking about diet and you're thinking about consistency, I'm going to tell you how it looks. You're going to say on Sunday, you're going to be like, I'm going to go on a ketogenic diet. Okay? Sunday night, you shop. Monday, keto diet. Monday night football comes on. You eat a couple of things that you probably shouldn't have. You eat a little bit of carbohydrates, you're already partially off your diet. Tuesday rolls around, you're starting to get headaches, you're not feeling so good, you didn't sleep that well, stressed out about work, stressed out about this new diet. Is it really going to work? Am I going to be able to stick it out? You stick it out anyway, and you do a pretty good job on that day, and you get an 8 out of 10. Wednesday rolls around, buddy calls you up and says, hey, we're going out for some beers after work if you want to join us. You join them, you have a couple beers because you don't think it ain't no thing to be a little bit off the diet. After you have a couple beers, you have some French fries, potato chips, you're off the diet 3 days later. Thursday comes and you're like, damn it, I need to get back on this diet. Thursday comes around and you get a 7 out of 10. You stuck to it the best you could for you at that moment, and you got a 7 out of 10. Friday rolls around, did pretty good. Saturday comes, Sunday comes, it's the weekend, you cheat. Monday comes around, you can't get back up on that horse, it's too high to jump up on. Can't quite get it, can't quite figure it out. You don't get fully on the diet. Tuesday comes, you get back on the diet. Wednesday comes, you stay on the diet, you get a 7 out of 10. Thursday comes, you're back off the diet because you're watching Thursday night football with your homies and you're eating junk food. Friday comes, you're back to it. Saturday, Sunday comes, you're back off the diet again. Monday comes around and you say to yourself, you know what, dude, like, we can't have epic cheat weekend if we want to make progress. Anybody been there? My hand's raised. I've been there. Monday rolls around and you start to straighten yourself back out again. Tuesday rolls around, you do pretty good. You do pretty good for the whole week. Saturday comes and you're like, you know what? I'm going to save my cheat meal until Sunday. Sunday comes around 3 p.m. You finally break down and you start to have your cheat meal, and you have a cheat dessert and you have a second cheat dessert, but you did better than you have been in the past. That right there, my friends, is a form of consistency. You understand what I'm talking about? Like, it's not always going to look good. It's not always going to look pretty. But over time, you'll figure it out. Over time, you'll get it. Give yourself some breathing room. Don't just say, I'm on the diet. I'm off the diet. And throw your hands up and be like, I'm off the diet, and be off the diet for 3 months. Find a plan, whatever that plan is. Vertical diet, keto diet, bodybuilding style diet. Mark Bell's War on Carbs, which you can buy on Amazon, which has like some of the best reviews any book in the history of the world's ever had. My voice cracked right there. Do you hear that? How demoralizing is that? But you keep at it. You keep pushing whatever way that you can. And maybe out of 7 days, maybe you only have 2 days that are good. But what are we working on? We're working on having more good days than bad days. Page 43. We're all with it. Eventually, you'll have 4 good days of dieting and 3 bad days, and 5 days of good dieting and 2 bad days, and so on. And things will start to swing in your favor more often. I'm gonna hop back on here in about 2 hours, and I want you guys to pay attention to when I come back on here live, because I want to hear more stories. I want to hear more about Lift Through It. I'm starting to get obsessed with this theme. I'm starting to really love it. I started an Instagram for it so that you guys don't get too flooded out with all the different stories that are going to come in, and those that want to follow along, that'll be their place where they can follow along. They won't have to follow. They won't have to, just see my Instagram flooded with it all the time. But I'm finding my thing. I'm hitting my stride. 43 years old, I think I'm just starting to figure shit out, and I'm hoping by the time I'm 50 I really got shit figured out. But you can lift through it. I lifted through learning disabilities. I stayed attached to lifting for a really long time. It's something that gave me hope. It gave me promise. We all need something to hold on to. But it has to be something that you do. Like, it has to be something that you're doing and that you're doing for yourself. So whether it's walking, mountain biking, climbing, hiking, running, lifting, playing pickup basketball, like whatever, it's got to be something that you really love and that you want to be better at. Those are the rules. You know, Jordan Peterson has his rules to life. My rules to life are that you're going to have to find some exercise. That's my only rule. Because everything starts with movement and everything is based off of that. Once you get movement, we can start to figure out other things. We don't even need to talk about diet. We need to get you to move first. And we need to get you to move in a way that translates into you wanting to become better at that thing. It could be a martial art. It could be just about anything. But it has to be something. Because you're going to have to be able to train through it. Life's miseries are coming. Times are tough and they're going to get harder. You know, when somebody dies, it's not the end of it, you know. That's the end of somebody else's life. But it's the beginning of your suffering and your misery. And each and every day gets worse and worse and worse. And it does depend immensely on how somebody dies. The guy that wrote in yesterday, Simon, you know, he said his brother died. He changed his tire on his car, and there's some sort of problem with the tire, and the tire burst, and he ended up getting a car wreck, and he died. Man, that's going to sting forever. And Simon's going to be mad. He's going to be sad. He'll be happy at times thinking about the way his brother lived, and his mind will attach to that, and he'll say, yeah, that's what I got to think about, the way that he lived, not the way that he died, right? But you'll go up and you'll go down, and you'll go up and you'll go down, and you'll go down and down and down. And the suffering that's coming is worse than it's worse than you think. And here's the good news. You can handle way more than you can possibly imagine. That's the fucking good news. Are you in full agreement with me that you can do better than you're doing right now? 100% agreement on all fronts. School, work, even with relaxation. Can you do a better job relaxing? Can you do a better job paying attention? How many times have you gotten in and out of this live feed? Probably several times already, because I've been talking for a while. You got to build up a strength. You got to build up a strength that's going to make the suffering all that much easier. Hang on to it. Find something to grip. Find something to hold on to. And don't let it go. Strength is never weakness. Weakness is never strength. Catch y'all later.